Hi everyone, welcome back to Kailisha Homeware. My name is Yolanda and yeah, welcome to 2022. I don't think I've said it enough to actually to actually understand that we're in a new year. Um, it's been so long. It's been so long. I hope you guys have been resting. I've also been trying to rest. In fact, I think this December, this holidays, was the most rest that I've done the entire year of 2021. But we are back now. We are back now. In fact, talking about rest. So one of the reasons that prompted this video was that we traveled as a family during the holidays, and I don't think I've told you guys, I probably have, if not shared it on Instagram, that I feel as if when we travel, when we go out, that's where we get inspiration, whether it's from nature or whether it's from hotels or restaurants. That's where I think the the creative in me actually gets more ideas and sees things in a different perspective from other creatives. So I definitely prescribe that, to go out and see how other interior designers are doing it out there, and to also give you some kind of inspiration, if anything. Now we did with the family, we had booked into an accommodation, a boutique hotel. In fact, I think that's how it's characterized, as a boutique hotel. And it prompted this video. You'll see as you go along why I said prompted this video, and yeah. So before we get into it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video to get more videos like this, and maybe just give us a heads up onto what you'd like us to talk about, what it is that you want to see more of, especially going into the new year. Of course, I've got other things planned and directions planned for YouTube, especially this platform. But yeah, let me get into this video right now. Okay, so we are going to be talking about trends to leave behind in 2021. Now, just a disclaimer before I start. I always preach this to all of my clients, and I think I said this before in Instagram or here on one of our YouTube videos, that your interior style is quite personal to you. So if you feel good in a space, if the space talks to you and your style or your lifestyle at the time, then there is no way it could be wrong. There is no way it could be outdated because it talks to you at that time, right? These are just guidelines more than anything. These are just guidelines, and to shed some light on certain things that you probably maybe haven't thought of, or have. Now you're looking at them from just a different perspective. So I'm gonna get right into it. The first one. Now, the first one is one trend that I believe should be left in 2021 is the all white furniture, all white interior trend. Like, how like, how is it practical? For me, the all white trend, it just looks a bit cold and it looks unrealistic. Like, how? And I actually, funny enough, I saw this on Instagram where somebody was posting on one of those reels where it says, without saying it, show me that you don't have a kid or something like that, and then they posted like this whole all white deco. And I got 3. But I'm not being like a petty bitch or anything, but even if I did not have kids, I would not want an all white interior. It just feels cold. It just, like, how am I supposed to live? I'm a colorful person. I want to see color, and I feel like all white is just a trend that's not it's not it. In fact, I feel as if white is a good base. You could have white and maybe have like pops pops of color here and there, and there's a lot of ways to, you know, create that clean look, because I think most people that lean towards the all white look are people that, you know, that want that feeling of cleanliness and that feeling of, I don't know, purity, I guess. But there are ways in which you can achieve that without going all white. Now, number 2, a trend that or an item, a furniture item that I think needs to stay in 2021 are the cloud sofas. I like them for the aesthetic in the beginning, but you know, I was looking for some couches myself to design or to buy, and I just thought this isn't practical, this isn't my style, and I'll tell you why. Some of them, how can I put this? I feel as if some of them look like they are actually beds. Like, are we in a bed or are we in a sofa? You know, I'm sure they feel comfortable, but what about how they look? Firstly, the first thing that I do not like about these sofas is that when you sit on them, when you like, how can I put this? When you've been sitting on them and you stand up, you can tell that somebody has been sitting there. And for me, that is just, I don't know. Like, I prefer my sofas much more firmer. And for me, they just, like, I was looking at one, and the first thing that came to my mind was like, how do I even get on this? Because I'm not that tall. So I was like, am I climbing onto them now? So cloud sofas need to go. There are so many options out there. Just open up, find something firmer, find something that will make a statement, find something that will complement your interior. There's so many things out there. I will add pictures of of sofas that can be a replacement, but yeah, no, the cloud ones are definitely not winning. Another thing, I think it also stems from the first trend, which is all white, is the minimalist is, if there's any such a word, look. Like, does anyone ever live there? Like I get that you're a minimalist, but some things are just too minimal, like too minimal. It doesn't seem practical. And I'm not saying you should be like a maximalist, which is the opposite of a minimalist, where you stack things together or you just over decorate a place. But when a room is too minimal, it also again makes it feel cold. You know, add a vase, add a flower, add a tree. You know, just don't make it like too minimal. You know, it's not practical. Who lives like that? Like, I haven't met anyone that lives like that. It would be great to meet you. but yeah, definitely miss me on the extremely minimalist homes. The second one is signage. Yabona, these eat, love, pray signs, these kitchen signs, these home sweet home signs. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not. We're leaving that definitely in 2021. This year we do not need to be told that this is the kitchen. We can see that this is the kitchen. This year we do not need to be reminded to pray. But any other signage is a no. It's no. We don't need signs around the house. Like, And I remember when the trend started, because now there's these what do they call them? LED lights. I like them. I think they're playful, but they need to be done right as well. If you're going for like a playful vibe, you know, I would use it in maybe like a kid's room, or in a studio. If I'm like into art or creative, I definitely use the neon signs. But it's just signage around the house. It's definitely something that we're gonna leave in 2021. Please do me that favor. Another thing that I think should be lived in in fact, I don't even know how it got to 2021, is the heavy curtains or heavy drapes. Like, I feel as if just let the sun in, let the sun in. A window is there to get some sunlight. Now, if you block it with these outdated curtains and these big blinds, for me, it just, if I walk into a room and it's got like heavy curtaining, I almost instantly, I feel like, and that's not how you want to feel. And yeah, no, there's no way to excuse like heavy curtaining. It's just no, we're not doing that. There's so many different design now in blinds. There are shutters. I know shutters are a bit more expensive than curtains, but especially if you're going for like a coastal airy theme, shutters are definitely something you should look into. Or if you can even like maybe put greenery outside the curtain, maybe leave the curtain as is. If you live in a gated community especially, I'm sure that is possible. But I think that is like my top 5 trends that I believe should stay in 2021. And I'm going back to what we spoke about in the beginning of the video, which is about the hotel that we had visited. I just want to bring out that if you're looking for inspiration, there is no better way to get it, especially now when things almost seem restricted and you haven't gone out in a while and you've almost like forgotten what it feels to be outside your own house. Definitely travel. When you walked into this hotel, I didn't quite understand the deco. It was a boutique hotel. I liked it, but I wasn't convinced until I went to their rooms. Their rooms were really nice. They were really well thought of, and we had gotten like a slightly bigger room because we travel as a family. And I feel that the person that was designing the place really took that into account, that chances are people that come here will travel as a family or in like more than 2 people. And comfort is something that I think they got the memo, like make the room look comfortable, feel comfortable, and that's exactly what we felt from top to bottom, from the lighting to the art on the walls to the fixtures. It really felt comfortable. It really felt like a home away from home kind of vibe. So we enjoyed that. And it's just a tip that when you want to get inspired or you want to see how to elevate your home and make your home look or feel more luxurious, you obviously would preferably, if possible, visit these places. But if you can't, you can also draw inspiration from like restaurants. Restaurants have a nice way of doing it now. Draw inspirations from like these day visit places, like water parks, or if they have like a waiting area, you get a feel, so to speak, of the style and the direction, which is also what the trends are about. They to give you a direction. Simple things as getting your curtains right, let the sun in. We want to feel the sun inside our homes. Ideally, the sun lifts our moods. Add a bit of color, add your neutrals if you're really not a big fan of color, because then your place is much more inviting, much more warmer, and it looks just more practical. The last thing you want is to walk into an all-white home and be like, where am I going to sit? Like, we don't want that. But yeah, those were my 5 trends that need to go for 2021. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned. I hope you unlearned, if you must as well, a couple of things. We hope to be seeing more of you guys more in 2022. But whenever you don't see us here, we then the other app on Instagram and Facebook, and we are definitely much more frequent there, and we can get more chatting and talking there as well. Enjoy, guys. Bye.